Hello beautiful people, in this video I'll be sharing with you how to make this very simple hibiscus body butter from scratch. We are going to begin by making the hibiscus extract. For that we're going to need the hibiscus petals. As you can see, this is the petals, it's dried, and we're going to be using this to make the extract. Next, you're going to be needing some distilled water. You can also make use of rose water or hydrosols, but distilled water, rose water or hydrosols. I'm going to add some of the distilled water into the hibiscus petals. After adding in the distilled water, we're going to mix it up to make sure that the hibiscus petals sit very well in the water. Right now, we're going to infuse this using the double boiling method. I'll just drop this in a pot of boiling water, and the heat from the water is going to help us infuse our herb in the water. The full recipe will be somewhere at the end of this video, so make sure you watch till the end so you don't miss out on that. If you're finding this video helpful already, hit that like button, drop a comment and subscribe for more amazing recipes. Now, after some minutes of infusion, we're going to strain out the water so that we can get rid of the chaff of the hibiscus petals. As you can see, the color of the distilled water has changed and it has really absorbed all the goodness of the hibiscus petals. Now, after straining, here is what it looks like. As you can see, it looks really good and it's very red. It has absorbed everything. Now let's use this to make our amazing body butter. The next ingredient we're going to be using is vegetable glycerin. Vegetable glycerin is an humectant. It will help to draw and lock moisture into the skin. Vegetable glycerin is very moisturizing. We have to add it. Right now we're going to add the vegetable glycerin into our extract, and then we're going to give it a very good mix to make sure that the vegetable glycerin is well mixed with the extract. Now I'll set that aside and move on to the oil phase. Here I am using olive oil to make this body butter. You can use any other carrier oil like coconut oil, grapeseed oil, almond oil, any other carrier oil. You can use that. I'm also going to be using shea butter to make this body butter. You can use any other butter like mango butter, carrot butter. You can also combine 2 or more butters together. But I'm using only shea butter to make this, and shea butter is very inexpensive and accessible. Right now I'm going to add the shea butter into the olive oil, and then we're going to move on to our next ingredient, which is emulsifying wax. Emulsifying wax will help us to combine the water and oil together. It will also help to thicken up our body butter. So we're going to be adding this into our body butter to help thicken up and also help to combine the water and oil together. So right now we're going to add the emulsifying wax into the butter and oil. Emulsifying wax dissolves in oil, and that's why we're adding it into the oil and butters. Next, we're adding in cetyl alcohol. Cetyl alcohol is going to act as a thickener, and it's also going to make our body butter very creamy. You can choose not to add this, but I love to add it because of the creamy and silky look it gives my body butter. So I'm going to add the cetyl alcohol into our e-wax, oil and butter. Cetyl alcohol also dissolves in oil, and that's why we're adding it here. Now we have both of our phases here. We have the extract and vegetable glycerin, which is our water phase, and we have the butter, oil, cetyl alcohol, emulsifying wax as the oil phase. Now the next step is to heat this using the double boiling method. We're just going to drop this in a pot of boiling water and allow them to heat up and dissolve. Just like we did with the hibiscus, we're just going to drop this in a pot of boiling water. The heat from the boiling water is going to help our waxes and butters dissolve, and it's also going to heat up our water phase. Everything will begin to dissolve gradually, just like this. Make sure you stir them at intervals so that you can speed up the dissolving process. Now, as you can see, everything is completely dissolved and heated up. Right now, we're going to immediately take this off the heat and we'll continue with our body butter making process. Now we're going to immediately pour the water phase into the dissolved oil phase immediately without wasting any time. Now also immediately I'm going to take my immersion blender or stick blender and blend to combine both of them together. Be sure to do this gradually, and if you can, use a deep bowl for this. All we're trying to do is to get the both phases, that is the extract phase and the oil phase, to be well combined so that it does not separate after a while. After using the stick blender for a bit, I'll also take my spoon and give this a mix. As you can see, as it cools, it's going to keep thickening up gradually. As you can see, it's thickening up as it cools. Once it's completely cool, it's going to get to its final consistency. Now everything is completely cool, and as you can see, our body butter has thickened up even more. This is now its final consistency. This is how I like my own body butter. If you'd like yours thicker than this, then make sure you use more cetyl alcohol than I did. And if you would like yours to loosen up a bit, then reduce the cetyl alcohol. Now I'm just adding finishing touches to this. I'm adding in my vitamin E oil, which is an antioxidant, and I'll also add my Germall Plus preservative. Preservative is not optional in this body butter because it contains water. If you don't add a preservative, your body butter is going to grow molds and bacteria. Now all that's left is to package your body butter into your jar and save it for use. Now here is the full recipe as promised. You can take a screenshot and make sure you follow these measurements when making yours. If you watched this video till this point, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Please make sure you like this video if you found it helpful. Subscribe to this channel, drop a comment. Also make sure you turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. That's it for this video. Bye, and hope to see you in my next video.